Hi, welcome to my live introduction of the fantastic Monday we are gonna have. I had coffee this morning. Don't tell my mother I had coffee. I'm pretty sure she knows I have coffee nowadays. She doesn't let me. Well, I mean, she has no option, right? Because it's my body, my choice. But she tells me anytime there's coffee, oh my gosh, coffee has mold. But guys, but she doesn't understand is I actually like the flavor of coffee. It's something that deeply satisfies me. I went a year without coffee once. Obviously, I still into the yerba mate and teas and shit like that, but it was rough. And then a couple times. There's a few things that I try to keep, and not so successful. But, you know, stimulants like caffeine and stuff like that. You know, if you know, you know, you know. Can we believe already second week of July? Now that I'm full cleared, visioned, coherent, ready to go, we can get the ball going. Oh, my eyes are so cute. Y'all don't even want to know why I was wearing contacts for like the past week. I mean, y'all probably can figure it out. She's working out. She showed up. Hi, Exopa. I got people from Russia. Yo, what a wild range, you know? Having someone on this live in Russia. Here I am in the United States. I haven't traveled. When's the last time I traveled? Mexico. In April. July. Let's go back to Mexico. I really want to go back to Mexico for a little bit. I need to reset my mind. I need to eat real food, you know? The only place you can eat real food is in Mexico. I miss my people. I miss my bitches. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Florida. I love Miami, but it's like I've been going to Mexico every 2 months for the last 3 years. And on top of that, I lived in Mexico before that. So I really mix Mexico. I really do. Hola, Romina. Que extraño México. La verdad sí extraño México mucho. No sé qué es lo que... ¿Sabes qué es lo más raro de lo de... Bueno, yo viví en México por unos 3 años. Y cuando me fui a vivir a México, me encontré con una versión de mí que ni siquiera yo sabía que existía. En serio. Es como que, no sé si es la comida, que es bien orgánica, entonces el cuerpo empieza a cambiar, también la cultura. Oh, thank you, Sing. También la cultura en México, que para decirte la verdad, desde que vivo en Florida, me siento muy bien, porque en California no hay nada de cultura. O sea, sí, pero ya está bien deshecho California. Ya California ni tiene identidad. Yo no entiendo por qué la gente todavía vive ahí. Y yo nací allí, ¿eh? Yo nací 1 hora sur de San Francisco. Y no entiendo cómo la gente aún vive ahí. Por ejemplo, San Francisco. O sea, que vas a San Francisco, es un desmadre ya. ya no se siente la misma emoción. Bueno, yo por lo menos no estuve nada emocionada para pasar tiempo en San Francisco. Y no sé si es porque antes hacía ventas donde visitaba locales yo vendía producto de construcción. Entonces tenía que visitar un montón de locales que vendían pues productos para baños, para construcción. Yo esencialmente vendría un material para el baño. Entonces, y aquí iba. Bueno, pues yo viviendo en el norte de California tenía que ir a las áreas saturadas con más comercios, pues para sacarle más clientes al público y todo el pedo. Y pasé mucho tiempo, que es este año, el 2024, pasé todo el año manejando en California. Imagínate, creo que manejé como unas 50,000 millas en un año de puro manejar. Un chingo. Pero pues me hizo fuerte. Y en ese transcurso de vender ese producto, de presentaciones, ir a eventos de comercio, o sea, reuniones de exhibiciones de productos de construcción, interactuar con clientes, gente mayor, joven, de todo tipo. Realmente me preparó como ser humano a poder enfrentar la vida. Entonces, pues sí, en el transcurso de trabajar entre todo California, me di cuenta que no estaba feliz ahí. Aparte que tenía un novio que vivía en México en el tiempo, pero pues ya rompí con él. Ya tengo, ¿cuántos meses tengo de ese que rompí con él? Creo que los fines de abril. Pues yo sé que se oye como medio culero y todo, pero ay, ¿sí se puede decir esa palabra aquí? No sé. Pero cuando me dejé de él fue como una liberación, que yo dije, vaya, puedo hacer todo. Y para ser honesta, él no me ayudaba a crecer. Entonces, chicos, chicas, no estén con personitas que no te motivan a ser mejor, que no te echan la mano para levantar un sueño, porque pues eso es, yo creo que la gente se da el propósito de una relación es realmente de que entre equipo ayudarse a lograr las metas, ¿no? Pero pues los hombres se han hecho un poco más huevones, las mujeres también, todos quieren todo, nadie quiere poner esfuerzo, y pues eso es un rollo proporcionado totalmente. Eso pues es tan importante enfocarte en ti mismo hasta que llegue la persona dedicada. Por eso dicen que te conviertas a la pareja que quieres llegar a encontrar, porque pues es un intercambio totalmente. Entonces si están recambiando puras energías como que no valen nada, pues que va a florecer nada, nadita nadota. Pero pues cada quien decide lo que quiere, ¿no? Pues, pero es que a veces uno se pone en ese hábito de tener el costumbre de gustarte la mala vida, ¿no? Buscarte y que te guste. Pero pues es cuando uno como ser humano realmente quiero esto en mi vida. Yo la última vez que salí con un muchacho, lo puso en su lugar. Yo le dije, no me andes con estas mamadas. Y es eso. Ay, uy, me pegué. Oye, es como se me respondió. No, pues entonces entré en como un reflejo profundo del amor propio. Yo dije, este güey queriendo hacer su mamada, y yo aquí creyéndole que para pura. Entonces me di cuenta que tenía que trabajar en mí más. Eso pasó como fin de mayo. Fin de mayo me di cuenta que tenía que trabajar conmigo más. Es cuando me lancé a hacer ejercicio 3 veces al día. Yo dije, nada. Después de mirar un video que decía, si esperas hacer algo extraordinario en esta vida, tienes que ser un ser humano extraordinario. Tienes que invertir en ti extraordinariamente. Tienes que hacer el esfuerzo que nadie quiere hacer. Me pongo a pensar, pues sí, hace sentido. Entonces me empecé a aplicar. Y pues no te voy a negar, el ejercicio full. Sí, me quedé bien ingrida. De descanso, yo creo que una vez a la semana, cada semana, estas pasadas 4 semanas. 4, sí, 4. Pero la dieta, o sea, no buena para nada. Muchos panes. Hasta, yo creo que hasta no pasó 3 semanas. Después de 3 semanas empecé a decir, no, pues no se puede comer pan. Y pues si quiero andar bajando de peso, bueno, no bajando de peso, pero pues quemando grasa, creciendo músculo. Tenía otros hábitos también que valen para poder no retener agua, evitar la inflamación. Pero ¿sabes lo que pasó? Pues a veces los malos hábitos es como mala costumbre, no se deja llevar, no dice nada. No creo que eso me esté afectando tanto en la figura. Yo creo que sí. Y la verdad no puedo hablar del tema porque es algo como muy delicado. Pero pues sí, yo creo que ya voy a hablar en inglés. Porque creo que la mayoría de mi audiencia habla inglés. Entonces, chale. So, I mean, essentially I was just talking about how I shifted from, I guess, to realize my mindset for the past 2 months. I'm thinking May was like the cutoff. So May was when I cut my entire past identity off. I started writing Money, Merry Abundance probably in April. I knew my job that I was working for the past 3 years, I knew that wasn't going to be a fit anymore. There was a lot of drama, a lot of politics involved, disagreements, just not wanting to bend and truly respect me. I feel like there was a lack of respect in the situation. So I was essentially cornered out of my job in April, but it didn't happen until May. So during that month, that's when I wrote Money, Merry Abundance, because something had clicked to me. I started thinking to myself, all right, right now I'm 28, I'm gonna be 29, and I always told myself by the time I'm 30, which I know is happened, and it's not like retire because I have too much energy to legitimately retire, but I guess retire the mentality of a 9 to 5. No longer make that a viable option, because okay, right? That's the standard, that's the typical, that's what's kind of founded and integrated into society, right? Living a 9-to-5 job, just taking orders, and making other people rich. And obviously it's like, okay, well, yeah, don't hold the responsibility of having to maintain a business. So then that's your benefit, right? Because there's a pros and cons to everything. But then you think about it. In this day and age, there's so many different avenues to make money. So many. And not only that, we have so much technology. We have so much at our fingertips. We're able to connect at an instant. Think about it. Truly think about 100 years ago. If you wanted somebody to go to your establishment, your business, fuck, you had to pray. You had to pray and you had to believe, which is still an integral part, right? It's all about self-concept. This world is a reflection of your entire self-concept. But, okay, think about it. It's like pulse and the contacts to be able to reach anyone at any time is one tap away. So that in itself is such a privilege that we have as a society that I feel like we truly overlook. Like the fact that I'm talking to 118 of you right now. That blows my mind. Doesn't that blow your mind? And it's not the number of people that are gathered here. It's like we're all at this set frequency. We're all tapped in to this moment, right? You and I, we're in this moment together. We're living and embodying life together for a certain reason or not. Maybe that you'll never see me again, but something that I said that's gonna activate something in you to truly follow the path you're meant to follow. It's all about alignment. There's several timelines going on in your reality. Each time you make a decision, each time you think a thought, it's like you're tapping into that path. You're tapping into that path, that route, that road. And that's why it's so important to really not undervalue every single opportunity, every day you have. It's important to be really protective of your energy. It's important to reflect before you act. Truly observe your life instead of living in reaction. Because when you live in reaction, you're living in that feedback loop that you have integrated from integration whenever your mind was impressionable. So working out is really good at that too, because it's like a switch. It's something in the chemicals released in your brain when you work out that allow you to completely shift your mentality. And it's like when I work out, the moments I use to empower myself are the moments where I'm in pain, where I literally feel like I can't do this anymore. That's what's going on. Like, I can't do this anymore, right? But then you're like, fuck yeah. Because they're like, only 10 more seconds. I'm like, 10 seconds, nothing. So you push, and you push, and you push. And they have like 10 other routines backed out after that. So you're like, fuck it. And then after you finish that, you're like, I can do that shit. I'm that powerful. Like, yeah. You don't realize how powerful you are. Do you realize how powerful you are? Please tell me you realize how powerful you are. You are so powerful, I don't even know it. That like brings me to tears. Because it's like when you don't know it, you suffer so much. So that's my goal. To bring people back to their hearts so they can mirror that self-love and radiance and create a self-concept within themselves that has no choice but to reflect back the reality. Anything you dream of, you're truly capable of doing. Gotta fix my connectivity. I don't know if I can, but just believe in yourself more. Action. I think the best for fun, I'd rather you believe in your power is when you take action. When you take action, you're not just telling yourself, I can do this, showing yourself I can do this. And it's even more powerful when you're doing something and it's not working out. And you've been at it for maybe hours, a day, minutes. Every challenge has its different set of time. It's not even beats, it's different set of alignment, right? Because when you're set to the right tune, then everything collapses. But it's like your ability to transition from a set frequency to another, that's the growth. But you can get into that type of mentality until you truly have the fundamentals. Who you are, why you're here, what do you want? Because this just sounds so esoteric, right? If you don't have experience on even being self-aware, someone starts talking to you about vibration, frequency, it's just overwhelming. And that's okay. Because you have to understand it right away. But you just need to take action every single day to progress. That's it. And if you want it, you're gonna have it. But you have to believe in it, and you have to show up every day. Every single day. If not something, observe what is making it not work out. Why am I not able to collapse this timeline? Ask yourself. Like, for example, I should be in better shape by now, as me being hard on myself, right? But not really, because of the self-respect to take care of myself enough and love myself enough to not eat food that's not good for me. I know that bread raises your glucose levels to the sky. At one point, guys, I was eating raw vegan. Why raw vegan? Raw vegan is essentially great for you because it's the directest form or source of energy from the sun. Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought about how our world runs on the sun? Without the sun, I think, I don't know how many days would go by where it's like the world wouldn't be able to exist. There's a certain timeline. So it's like the sun is the source of our energy. I don't know what you believe in, but I think each soul has a spark, a higher self within itself, connected to the sun, and the collective consciousness is the sun. There's a study of solar cycles where our economy and the collective consciousness adapts on the ebbs and flows of their flashes, flares, whatever it may be. So that's why it's really good to know about astrology, because your inner world is a reflection of the outer world. The cosmos is also inside of you as a whole. And like when you look at all these concepts, because staticism, there's a Calvillion, there's all these principles, but at the end of the day, they all align, they all overlap, and that's when you use your sense to adapt the knot that works for you. No. Motherfucker. I'm sorry, I just like cursed. I'm pissed because it's not going to work out. Welcome to the pain zone. It's where we live. It's not about being in the pain zone. Nothing's painful. It's just uncustomary. I think you want to change your your verbiage, your vocabulary. Because sometimes when you say something's going to be painful, you're already living the pain before you're actually experiencing it. And actually, the pain you imagine before you get there is stronger than the pain you feel when you're in the moment. Isn't that funny? So, what I'm saying is you set yourself up. You really want to be careful kind of vocabulary you use in your day-to-day life. Make sure you're setting yourself up for success. Make sure you use words of affirmations. You gotta be there for you, like as if you were taking care of your own child. It's crazy how some people treat their children better than themselves. But and it's all cultural based, right? It's all cultural based, influenced by other mentalities. So it's like, how do you break out? You need someone like me, that's gonna break your mentality. Will you start to reflect? So this life I'm living, it doesn't have to be this way. No, that's the thing. It's like, for example, when you like someone, this doesn't happen to me anymore. Or maybe it does, I don't know. When you like someone, for example, it's like you're consumed by their thought of them, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I'm thinking about this person. It's like your life is never the same. And you're like, how was I able to live and breathe for them? I'm being over dramatic, but this is just an analogy, an example. Whatever, you break up, you move on, it doesn't work out. I'm not saying it will work out. I'm just like giving this example. It's like they didn't exist, and boom. This just shows that you can be completely absorbed in a mental wave and everything shift if you allow it to. Now, let's get that word when we say pain. Let's talk about the word pain. Let's shift it into discomfort. Let's shift that word from pain to discomfort. From discomfort to uncustomary. Is that the right word? No, not customary. Yes. Look at this music. So, uncustomary. So, it's like, have you ever been sleeping? Everyone slept, right? And can everyone please comment and say yes, they've gone to sleep before in the dark? Yes. I'm riding. I wish I was a horse. If you're asking me what I'm riding, I wish I was riding a horse. I'm on a treadmill. So when you wake up, when you're sleeping, and someone turns on the light, and you wake up, and you're like, turn off the light, right? You're pissed. At least I would get pissed. Because it's like when you're sleeping in complete darkness, and then you open your eyes, it hurts so bad. But after a while, you realize that the light wasn't pain, that the discomfort was itself, but it was the transition of you going from a space that is customary to a space that isn't. And I really wanted these words of customary. Let me Google it. I'm gonna be using like vocabulary that doesn't even relate. Customary. According to custom, usual practice. Uncustomary. Is that a word? Okay, so they are words. I just wanted to confirm. I knew. That's the thing. I read a lot, so the words I have are just impressed in my subconscious mind from reading and absorbing as much information resonates. If information doesn't resonate, I just spit that shit out. Or if I don't want to live it, I'm just like, I'll literally walk away from people when having really dense, low conversations and they don't respect it. Like, it wasn't so long ago, probably like 2 weeks ago, somebody was just being highly manipulative towards me because they liked me. I didn't like them back. And I didn't understand that. They didn't understand how I just wasn't interested. I was still polite, but they couldn't take no for an answer. So they started saying that I was a certain type of person, and they didn't even know who I was, right? Trying to like rattle me and shake me, trying to trigger an identity crisis. I'm like, honey, I've already been bawling tears on the ground, not knowing what's next in life, not knowing how to get up. For someone here to come to me and try to tell me they know who I am. I haven't fallen and gone back up fucking thousands of times for someone to tell me who I am. Anyways, it was just like not the vibe. So I just walked away. And I walked away because I felt like it was embarrassing. I was like, excuse me, like, I know you're so-and-so's friend. This is a group event, but I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect. Doesn't matter if I look like a bitch. Doesn't matter, like, whatever people think. Don't be afraid to step away from a conversation if they're disrespecting you. Because you do not deserve that. You do not deserve to even listen to the negativity of others. That's not your problems, it's not your monkeys, it's not your, step away. Sometimes you're like, no, like, I gotta tell them that that's not right. Let the crazies be crazy. Let the crazies be crazy. You gotta realize, to a certain degree, that there's people that are past no return. There's people that, as much common sense, you wanna lay it out for them. You wanna buy an entire whiteboard for them. You wanna bring all the books you can, get all the experts involved, and they will still not agree with you. This isn't about being right or wrong. This is about their consciousness being at a different receptivity and frequency, a different vibration, that it will not click for them, regardless of how hard you try. So you gotta let shit go. So that's why, if someone's fueling or offloading activity onto you, walk away. Go away. Don't even think about it. It doesn't matter if they're like, you're a pussy, you can't even like take the conversation. Who cares? Who cares? Your mental peace is worth millions. Your mental peace, what you got here, you got $1 million ideas. You got $1 billion ideas if you actually fucking capped and worked on that. If you got all that shit you're thinking of, all that stuff you tell your family, like, hey, grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, like, at this power, like, I'm good at this, like, fucking go all fucking disappear. Go all in. Prove it to yourself you can make that shit happen. So what I was saying, customary and uncustomary. They're the terms you want to use. These are the vocab words we're using in my academy. Ooh, that'd be kind of fun. I think that's the next project. We're gonna do an academy. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be very cool, like a community academy. Once the book gets launched, I think that's the... Oh yeah, guys, so go to my bio, and on my bio, I have my Instagram. So go on my Instagram, follow me, make sure to like. I just posted some cute pics. I also share my story on Instagram. So for YouTube, I get most of my long form content, which is more educational. It's also going to be a backbone for Date Monday, Mary Abundance. Shorts are still going to be the same for all platforms. I also have TikTok. TikTok, my back end towards kind of like a platform where I spam, because it's fun, right? Like TikTok is fun. It's like nobody takes it serious. Guys, if I'm gonna be riding anything, it's gonna be a horse. Just wait. I'm gonna get myself a horse. I want a gold horse. I want a Ferrari. A red Ferrari. Y'all motivated me. I didn't even want a Ferrari before, but now when you guys are telling me, whatever. There'll be signs. Anyways, so the terms we're using. Hello, Venom Bureau. Look, so red Ferrari, yeah. Right? Red Ferrari. Red Ferrari with red interior. Fuck it. I'm gonna be wearing an all red outfit. You guys, please provide more, I'm not even gonna say it. Anyways, so customary, uncustomary. These are the terms you want to use when you're trying to shift your reality. So, if you don't work out, for example, use the example because everybody wants to get in the best shape of their life. Everybody wants to improve their physique because that's something that follows them around them. And it's like, usually, I would say a large majority of people probably don't look the way they want to look. And it's because, let's face it, the structure set up for like lifestyle and eating habits, especially in the US, is kind of created to make you fat. Especially with all these experiments. You gotta think about it. Like, if we go back to primal stage, obviously, as society evolves, we don't want you using primitive forms or tactics to live their life. Think about it. Like, sushi rolls weren't even a thing. Sauces and all those, like, sugar. You know, for some of these dressings that they put in your sushi roll, it has like 20 ingredients. Fruit juice, high fructose corn syrup, a drink. There's sugar and things that you wouldn't even imagine. You're like, fuck, that sushi roll had like 20 grams of sugar? Like, how's that possible? So, the way it's set up, most people are out of shape. Not they want to, but because the environment that's standard has set them up. But that's like the baseline, right? The baseline, what the standards set on for the live in that space. It varies per geographic location because each pinpoint has a different frequency. That's why some people, they love certain places, and that's why some people don't love certain places. It's not that this is good or bad. It's all about your internal frequency and whether it resonates with the mentality of those around you and the experience itself. But back to, I'm so proud of myself. I'm remembering all these conversation loops. Wow, I'm exhausted. So, uncustomary, customary. When you transition from not working out to working out, you have to yourself. You have to talk to yourself like you were your best friend. You tell yourself like, look, I know you hate working out, but like, you know, you can like it now. You can really start liking that for yourself. Like, you can really be that person. You can start having like this cutesy little conversation with yourself. Be like, babe. I'm laughing. Be like, babe. Like, what do you need to be that person? Like, what does that version of you, what does their day look like? What do they think like? What do they move like? It's not the treadmill, it's the Stairmaster. I'm proud of myself. Got the Stairmaster done by 3. We should work out together. We should. It's warm. Soliloquy is profound quality. You got me on that one, Sagar. What is soliloquy? Soliloquy. I've heard of that one before. You need to tell me why you have such great vocabulary. Hola, bombón. Qué bombanzos. Now, it's time to Goonie. How are you today? I'm good. Put a hold on one of my bad habits, so I'm like more energized than ever. You know? How much do I weigh? Like 125 last time I checked. Honestly, I think I'd be okay with weighing anywhere between 115 and 118. And now that I'm getting rid of my bad habits. Oh, soliloquy. Yeah. I love how you said soliloquy brands. It's a polite way for saying brands. I feel so good. Wow. Buenas tardes. Hello, nice to meet you. Thank you for the flowers. Amsterdam. Hello. Hola, Ramulo. Hola, Romeo. I don't speak Arabic. Nice. How are you? I'm good. How are you? How are you? So I'm probably gonna go in the sauna, and then I have a class around the afternoon in a couple hours for Reformer. I already did my Pilates class. And yeah, I'm gonna do some work. Where am I from? I'm from California. In the city, pura califas. Ándale, puras califas. Puras califas. You guys like my little bun? I have to do my roots. I'm thinking of getting a manicure, but it's because this one broke. This one honestly broke since, again, yeah, a hot tub. I don't have a hot tub. Sorry, no hot tub. I have no hot tub for you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Dude, this mirror is awesome. Unforgettable. Wow. You're very beautiful. Thank you, DMS 84. Sheesh. Majotota. Hi, good to see you. Good to see you too. Kalam, you're cute. Thank you. Okay. God. This is where people stare at me on the street. Midlife crisis. Who? You? Oh, this is better. Good shape. Thanks. Everyone, please be polite. Yeah, please be polite. Hola, hola. Ma'am, just work out. I did work out. I'm not done for the day, but just done here. I am Anubis. Hi, welcome Anubis. Welcome to the family. We turkey love you. I love turkey. One neck fold, guys. You guys can't just dish it but not tell me how to improve. Tell me how to improve. What neck fold? No French. Answer me. Okay. What do you want me to answer? Tell me what you want to know. The pool's packed. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna dip. Yes. Love y'all. Be in the sauna. So, this phone's gonna overheat. Love you. Talk to you later. I loved our chats.